Japan Sports Cards Collecting, back at you with another video. Today I'd like to talk about the 2022 Ajax summer transfers. Now that the summer transfer window is officially closed, I'd like to talk about what happened with Ajax as a team and also a reflection on what it means to my PC Ajax soccer card collection. Now, first I'm going to talk about the players out. Now this is after a very successful 2021-22 season that brought a lot of attention back on the team, especially after the 2019 and 20 also very successful Champions League semi-final run, and that team was a little bit dismantled. Well, we're finding even more dismantling of the team this year. So they were Dutch Eredivisie champions for the 33rd time, and also they were round of 16 Champions League where they lost to Benfica. So the first player I'd like to talk about is Antony, who just signed for Manchester United. He's a 22-year-old Brazilian winger. He played 2 seasons for Ajax. He started in the 2020 or 21 Tokyo Olympics, playing for the Brazil national team. And it's very possible that he could make the World Cup roster for Brazil. He's known for his speed, dribbling, ball control, and exciting play. In fact, he was my favorite player to watch in all of soccer last year, and especially for the Ajax team. He just is really, really good, kind of a showboaty kind of a player, but he's just a very fun player to watch. Has a ton of skill. And he has an Ajax rookie card in almost every top set produced in 2020-21, as well as in a Panini Obsidian set from last year. So there's no lack of rookie cards. And then he was also in this year's Museum Champions League and also Topps Chrome Champions League. He has autographs in those 2 sets. Next player that left, who also went to Manchester United, was Lisandro Martinez, or Martinez as they like to pronounce his name in all the English broadcasts of all the Premier League games I watch. He's a 24-year-old Argentinian defender. He played 3 years for Ajax. Aggressive player with good ball control and passer. Always count on to give high effort. He's a very pesky player, and you're very happy to have him on your team. But if he's not on your team, I think you can find he's quite annoying. The only Ajax card he has, besides a lot of times these cards, they have cards in maybe the Panini WCCF or Futista game cards in Japan, or in the Match Attax cards. I'm only looking at the cards that were set in the main releases for Topps and Panini for these statements here. His only Ajax card is a rookie in the 2020-21 Panini Obsidian, and you're going to see that seems to be quite a common thing for a lot of these Ajax rookies, that they appeared only in that set. Next player to leave was Sebastian Haller. He went to Borussia Dortmund. He's a 28-year-old French striker. He also is from the Ivory Coast. He played 1.5 years for Ajax. He would have played more, but I know that when he was supposed to transfer the year earlier, somehow Ajax got the transfer dates wrong or something, and so they missed out on having him for that entire year. He was a top goal scorer for Ajax, especially in the 2021-22 Champions League. He's really known for his strong, dominant presence in the box. When he played in the Premier League for West Ham, he was seen as a little bit of a bust. He didn't do much in the Premier League, so it was very surprising that he took off so well in Ajax. Borussia Dortmund was hoping he was going to be one of the players to replace to replace Holland, but he's out for at least 2 months, because when he was going through the physicals and things to get ready for the season, they found testicular tumor, and so he had an operation. So he's out at least 2 months. We wish him a very successful and prompt recovery from this operation. And he has Ajax cards in various 2021-22 sets, including Merlin and also Panini Obsidian. Another player they lost was Ryan Gravenberch. He went to Bayern Munich. He's a very young 20-year-old Dutch central midfielder. He also plays a significant role for the Dutch national team and should for many years to come. He came up through the Ajax Academy and played 2 full seasons at Ajax. And in fact, he's the youngest player to ever play for Ajax at 16 years and 130 days. He's known for his poise in the ball, and so far he's got a lot of potential, and you can see that he's very skilled, but a lot of the soccer prospecting is more about his potential to become a great player. He's not quite there yet. And he has an Ajax card in almost every top set produced in 2020-21, as well in the Panini. I did 2020-21 Panini Obsidian set again. Another player that was lost during this transfer window that was a starter was pesky. He went to Torino. He's a 22-year-old Dutch defender. I once thought he was going to take the place for Daley Blind, who's getting older, still plays a significant role for Ajax, but you can tell he's slowing down, isn't quite up, doesn't quite have the stamina that he's used to, and I think he'll probably be in his, if not his last year, then maybe next year will be his last year. Played 2.5 years at Ajax. He's known for his ball control and defensive presence, but he's not really the flashy of players. He's not one that will really stand out and say, wow, he was man of the match. And his only Ajax card again is in the 2020-21 Panini Obsidian set. Another player lost this transfer window was Nicolas Tagliafico. He went to Leone. He's a 29-year-old Argentinian winger. He was quite the presence for Ajax. He'd been there for 5 seasons. He's also gotten a handful of international appearances for Argentina. He's a stable presence in the midfield. He's known for his cross in the box and his injury on the pitch, and plus he can take on a lot of offensive roles down there. And his main Ajax card is the 2018-19 Topps Chrome Champions League. He doesn't have any autographs that came in that set, and as far as I know, there's no autographs produced in any of the soccer sets. Another player lost in this transfer window was Nazar Mazraoui. He also went to Bayern Munich. He's a 24-year-old Moroccan defender. He was born in the Netherlands, and also he was brought up in the Ajax Academy. Internationally, he represents Morocco. He played 4 seasons with Ajax, but not always as a starter. Oftentimes, he even came off the bench even last year. He's an offensive-minded defensive back. He's an exciting player to watch, but to me, he was very frustrating as well because he made a decent amount of mistakes. His only Ajax card, again, as you've noticed the pattern, is in last year's Panini Obsidian set. Another player lost was Andre Onana. He went to Inter Milan. He's a 26-year-old Cameroon goalkeeper. He played 6 seasons for Ajax, but was banned most of last season for testing positive to performance-enhancing drugs. I think he had a 9-month suspension. He plays for the Cameroon national team. He gained notoriety for his solid play during Ajax's Champions League run, semifinal run in 2019-20. He has a ton of Ajax cards. In fact, it seems like in every single set that they produce, you can be counted on to get him for autographs, almost all sticker autographs, if I recall. And so if you're looking for an Ajax card, autograph card, he's one that you can get for about $5. And finally, Mohamed Daramy. There's going to be 2 players I'm going to talk about that are out on loan this year. He went back to FC Copenhagen. He's a 21-year-old Danish forward. He only played in a handful of games last year for Ajax. And he's a Sierra Leone dual national, but he would like to play for the Danish national team. He's fast and a talented player, but he's still very young. And his only Ajax cards was in this year's Topps Chrome and Topps Finest Champions League. He's got the rookie RC label, and he was about the only Ajax rookie that were coming out this past year. I know the year before there were tons of rookies, and everyone was saying, hey, what's the big Ajax rookie to chase? Well, he was one of the few, but he's out on loan this year. And the next player that's out on loan is Nazi Unavar for the Turkish club Trabzonspor. He's a 19-year-old Dutch winger. He's brought up to the Ajax Academy, but he's mainly played for the youth team, the Young Ajax team. He is Turkish dual nationality, but he said he would commit to represent the Netherlands internationally. He has a lot of potential, I think, to develop into a bigger talent, and he has many Ajax rookie and autographs in the 2020-21 Topps Champions League sets. He was one that was in Champions League Museum, Topps Finest, Stadium Club. He had rookie autographs in all those sets. Okay, so as you see, that I think that amounted to 8 starters out of the 11 last year for the Ajax team. So it's quite the turnover this year. They lost a lot of their starting players. So now I'd like to talk about, well, what players came into the team, and when you're looking at possible players to target for the upcoming sets that come out, which ones might there be? Okay, the first one was Steven Bergwijn. He's a 24-year-old Dutch winger. He did actually came up to the Ajax Academy, but there was some disagreement. He had some disagreements with some of the coaches and things, so he left and he signed before he even represented, I think, Ajax on their main team. He left and signed with PSV Eindhoven, where he played for even the Champions League for PSV Eindhoven. But then he transferred from Tottenham for 31.25 million, which was at the time the most expensive transfer fee in Dutch Eredivisie history. But as we see, Antony now really broke that. He's known for his goal scoring ability. In fact, I think this year he's gotten already 4 goals for Ajax in their 4 games that they played. He is an active member of the Dutch national team, and he does have the rookie card in 2018-19 Topps Chrome Champions League, and he's in a PSV Eindhoven kit, and there are autographs also in that set. Next player is Brian Broery. He's a 20-year-old Dutch striker. He did come up through the Ajax Academy. He went to RB Leipzig in 2021, but he played for Ajax last year on loan for the second part of the season, and then he permanently transferred from RB Leipzig for this year. And he has rookie cards in the Topps this year's Topps Champions League Chrome, and also Finest Champions League. But he is in a RB Leipzig kit. Here it says including short print alternate photo, but that's not true. I don't think he had a short print. He does not have autographs in those sets. Next player that transferred here was Calvin Bassey. He's 20-year-old Dutch defender, or 20-year-old English defender. He transferred from Rangers. He's meant to take the place of Lisandro Martinez in the backfield. He doesn't have any cards yet besides this Rangers Match Attax card. So I'm sure that his first cards that'll be produced here for Ajax will have the rookie logo. Next up is Francisco Conceição. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name. I apologize. He's 19-year-old Portuguese forward. He transferred from Porto. He's yet to make an appearance for Ajax as of to this point. He does have rookie cards in his Porto kit found in this year's Topps Chrome and Finest Champions League. There are no autographs, but in this year's Topps Chrome, he does have the short print alternative photo, which is a fun card to chase. Next up is Jorge Sanchez. He's 24-year-old Mexican defender. He transferred from Club America in Liga MX. He's an active contributor to the Mexican national team. He only has this FIFA 365 card produced, so he doesn't have any rookie cards yet. So for this year's Champions League, I'm sure he'll have the Ajax RC logo for that team. So he's another player to keep your eye on. Okay, so that's the transfer window this year for Ajax. We almost lost Edson Alvarez. He really wanted to go to Chelsea, but Ajax denied that transfer, and Mohamed Kudus really wanted to go to, I think, Wolverhampton, but also Ajax denied that transfer because, that would be losing 2 significant players still when they have such a new team and have lost already so many people. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and let's go Ajax for this season, and I'm excited for them to start their first game next week, actually, against the Rangers in the Champions League.